Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Adventure Sports Complex here in Jackson, New Jersey, where BFA Sports proudly presents the USABL 8U World Series Championship between the number 2 seeded Flores Baseball Braves Red Squad and the number 1 seed, the Wayne Powell Wolfpack. Good to have you with us on this hot and steamy August afternoon. I'm Bob Burkholz, along with the rest of the outstanding BFA Sports crew, excited to bring you today's actions. After 2 games yesterday in pool play and a single elimination one-day tournament today, we find ourselves here in the championship game. Wolfpack will be today's designated home team as the number 1 seed. The Flores Braves Baseball Red Squad will be the away team, so they will bat first. First pitch is underway from Jake Zukevich, and that pitch will miss for a ball. Leading off here for the FB Braves, Carter Fusco.
Carter Fusco, is that the first player? Yes, it is.
That pitch will miss upstairs. 2-0 to Carter Fusco. Again, the championship matchup here today finds 2 undefeated squads. The Flores Baseball Braves going undefeated in pool play, winning their 2 games today, coming in at 4-0. Big swing from Fusco, swings through that one. And that'll run the count 2 balls and 1 strike.
All right, Andrew, you're hot.
Flores Braves baseball squad has done some damage these last 2 days with the bats, scoring 15, 22, 13, and 12 runs in their 4 contests. That pitch is called a strike. Jake Zukevich is even the count here at 2 balls and 2 strikes to the Braves leadoff hitter. We're here at the top of the first. Happy to have you with us. Swung on, fouled straight back.
Earlier it didn't because we weren't on, but
The Flores Baseball Braves out of Fairfield, New Jersey, about a 50-minute ride up north from here in Jackson, New Jersey. That 2-2 miss upstairs.
okay. Mom's got to be down there. Third base.
So Fusco has worked a full count here. Zukevich in the windup. Here's the 3-2. Called strike 3 on the outer half of the plate.
You're hot,
So
Andrew.
1 down here for the Braves.
Is it missy yet?
That'll bring up number 52, Johnny Batista, today's 3rd baseman for the Flores Baseball Braves. First pitch to Batista will miss upstairs.
Nick, you're hot. Traffic is up. Nick, you're clear. You can pull out.
Another pitch that'll miss upstairs. 2-0 to the Brave 3rd baseman, Johnny Batista.
Andrew's Nick.
Zukevich with the 2-0. That pitch will miss outside.
Andrew. Is Missy there?
3-0 here to the Brave 3rd baseman.
Missy. Is Missy there?
Again, we have some
All right, they need you at the other field too.
maybe some different rules that you might not be used to here in the 8U level. As we get in those situations, we'll make you aware of them. That 3-0 pitch is over there for a strike.
All right, Nick, you're hot. I'm just gonna show you for a second. You're live.
3-1 to Batista. That pitch will miss up. So Johnny Batista earns the 1-out walk here for the Braves. That'll bring up the Brave first baseman, number 89, Chase Redgate.
All right, Nick, you're clear to go for the profile shot.
Finds himself up here in a spot with a man on base and 1 out.
Next pitch, Nick.
He'll ground that one over to second. Unable to come up with it in time. And Chase Redgate will be a 1-out base runner.
All right.
And advance Batista over to second. So the Braves find themselves with runners on first and second here with one out
There we go.
for their cleanup hitter, the left fielder number 1, Julius Donato.
All right, clear. Stay with him. You can stay with him. He stepped off.
Chase Redgate was the previous batter. Looks like we have time called, maybe a
Checking the lineup.
issue with the lineup over for the Flores Baseball Braves. I have Donato batting according to my lineup, so that seems to be the correct. Everybody seems to be happy, and we're back underway. Donato, ground ball over to short. Adamo gets the play. Batista's going to make his way all around from second. He will slide in there safely, and the Braves are on the board here early and lead 1-0. So they get the ground ball, fielder's choice. Adamo over to Freck at second, but some good aggressive base running from Johnny Batista as he's chugging all the way around from second, and he will score the game's first run.
All right, ready for the graphic.
So that'll bring up
Nick, you're hot. Oh, check them back. Play on.
Donato. Goes ahead and steals third on the pitch.
Yeah, I know.
So that'll put a runner over at third with 2 outs.
All right, go to the graphic.
For the Braves shortstop, number 99, Matt Miller. Again, one of the rules in play here today is base runners may not steal second or home, but they can steal third, as Julius Donato just did on the previous pitch.
All right, miss, going to you.
So a runner over at third here, 2 outs. The Braves on the board leading 1-0.
Back to Casper.
Here's the 1-1 from Zudkevich. That pitch will miss outside. 2-1 to Matt Miller.
So the 8-year-olds can't steal second, and they can't steal home. By rule.
Here's the 2-1. That'll miss up and away. And Matt Miller finds himself in a hitter's count here, 3-1,
Close over the pitcher for a second.
with a runner over at third. The Braves trying to add to their 1-0 lead here in the top of the first. The 3-1 lifted out to left field.
Nick is hot.
Joey Ganguza over to make the grab
Stay with him, Nick.
to retire the side. For the Braves in the top of the first, they score 1 run on no hits. They leave 1. We head to the bottom of the first inning here on BFA Sports. The Braves lead 1-0.
Cover.
We are back here at the Adventure Sports Complex as we head to the bottom of the first. The Wayne Powell Wolfpack, the designated home team, will get their at-bats. We'll go ahead and get you their starting lineup for the Wayne Powell Wolfpack. Leading off the center fielder, Joey Ferrante. Batting second, the designated hitter, number 2, David Winslow. Hitting third, the first baseman, J.J. Marshall. Batting fourth, the third baseman, Colin Redfern. Batting fifth, the shortstop, number 18, Austin Adamo. Batting sixth, today's designated hitter, Lucas Volcano. Batting seventh, the left fielder, Joey Ganguza. Batting eighth at second base, David Freck. The pitcher, number 99, Jake Zudkevich. The catcher, number 31, Gabe Chewy. And rounding out the Wolfpack lineup, the right fielder, number 24, Chase Mayorga.
Miss your hot.
They're going to face Carter Fusco on the mound for the Braves here, as his offense has staked him to an early 1-0 lead.
Not yet.
And he'll face the center fielder for the Wolfpack, Joey Ferrante. He will bunt on his first pitch. Fusco up with it in time. Nice play by Carter Fusco. 1-3 on the putout for the first out here in the bottom of the first. Fusco fielding his position well. Bunted it back to him.
Ready for the profile.
Made a strong throw over to first to retire the Wolfpack leadoff hitter. That'll bring up the designated hitter, David Winslow. First pitch swing through that one. Fusco ahead 0-1 to Winslow. Fusco with his sign. Swung on, fouled straight back. Fusco finds himself quickly ahead here. No balls and 2 strikes. Again, one of the other interesting rules we have here today, we'll see if it comes into play, but each team does have a challenge available to them. That 0-2 bounces up there. So in the event of a close play at any of the bases or at the plate, teams have the ability to challenge that call. They'll make their way over here to the broadcast booth where they will review the call and either upheld or reverse the challenge, the call on the field. That 1-2 will miss down and inside, so Winslow is even the count here, 2 balls and 2 strikes.
You're hot. Good job.
Both of these teams playing their 3rd game today to earn the right here to play for the championship. And their 5th game in 2 days. So I think we need to tip our hat to these 8U baseball players out here on the hot AstroTurf playing in very hot conditions, but all for the championship here in this final game. Winslow goes from 0-2 to draw the 1-out walk. And that'll put a runner at first base here for the Wolfpack. And that'll bring up the Wayne Wolfpack first baseman, J.J. Marshall.
All right, get ready. Not yet, Nick. We don't have you.
First pitch to Marshall is called a strike. Again, base runners unable to steal second base here in 8U. They can steal third. They cannot steal home. So if you're wondering why the runner does not go over at first, that is why. Time is called. We have a ball from another field. Makes its way into play. So no pitch, no throw. We'll do it again. Home plate umpire Mike Ammerman indicating no pitch. Our umpires for today's contest, as previously mentioned, Mike Ammerman behind the plate, Jim Portella out on the bases here today. That pitch will miss low. 1-1 to J.J. Marshall.
You're good. I'm sorry.
On the swing, home plate umpire Mike Ammerman says.
Miss your hot. Got the runner over at first.
So Marshall finds himself behind in the count here, 1 ball and 2 strike.
Clear.
Fusco paints the outside part of the plate
Replay.
and sits down Marshall looking for out number 2.
Replay.
Fusco painting that outside corner
All right, Nick, you're hot.
to earn out number 2. That'll bring up the Wolfpack third baseman, number 10, Colin Redfern. Up with a runner at first here and 2 outs.
All right. It's a red.
He'll take that pitch for a ball.
Nick, you're clear.
Here's the 1-0. That pitch will miss down and low.
All right, miss.
So Colin Redfern finds himself ahead in the count here, 2 balls and no strikes. Again, Winslow over at first base after the 1-out walk. Redfern will foul that one straight back into the netting. Good hack there, 2-0.
All right, Nick, you're hot. Wide shot. Oh, it was the first for everything, buddy. All right.
Fusco gets his sign. Here's the 2-1. Ball high. Redfern finds himself again in a hitter's count here. 3 balls and 1 strike with a runner over at first. That pitch will miss outside, so it's a 2-out walk for Colin Redfern. That'll put 2 runners on here for the Wolfpack with 2 outs. It'll bring up their shortstop, number 18, Austin Adamo. A left-handed hitter. Face the first pitch from Fusco. Up and in, barely misses Adamo. Time is called. As Flores, baseball Braves Red head coach Tony Flores makes his way out to the mound to settle down his starting pitcher. Again, he got the first out pretty quickly on the bunt back to him. A 1-out walk, a 1-out strikeout, and a 2-out walk. Fusco trying to pitch himself out of it here in the bottom of the first. Here's the 1-0. That pitch is over for a strike. That'll even the count here. 1 ball and 1 strike to Austin Adamo. That's over for strike 2. So the talk from head coach Tony Flores has provided some benefit as Fusco has fired 2 strikes in a row. Let's see if he can finish it out here. But that pitch will miss upstairs. That'll even the count here with 2s across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes. We have 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Here's the 2-2. That pitch will miss low. So full count here to Austin Adamo. Swung on, lifted foul, backing out of play. So we'll do it again. Fusco gets his sign. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Strike 3 called for out number 3, and Fusco pitches himself out of some trouble. The Wolfpack get 2 on the bases, but can't produce any runs. So after 1 full inning, the Flores Baseball Braves 1, the Wayne Powell Wolfpack 0, here on BFA Sports. We move here to the top of the second. Again, happy to have you with us here at the Adventure Sports Complex here in Jackson, New Jersey. If you're wondering, Jackson, New Jersey, most famous for great adventure. Taking a look at the brand new, beautiful indoor bubble here on the complex. As I mentioned, coming in, this is my first time here. And I would have loved to have been able to play some baseball on these types of complexes and fields. So great complex. If you've had the chance to participate in some games here, if not, highly recommend you get here to experience it. Outstanding job by the USABL. Let's go ahead and get you the starting lineup for the Flores Baseball Braves. As we mentioned earlier, Carter Fusco, the leadoff hitter and our pitcher. Third baseman batting second, Johnny Batista. Batting third, the first baseman, Chase Redgate. Hitting fourth, the left fielder, number 1, Julius Donato. Batting fifth in shortstop, number 99, Matt Miller. Batting sixth and catching, number 20, Anthony Henderson. Batting seventh, the second baseman, number 30, Johnny Spatola. Batting eighth, Anthony Starostiak is the center fielder. And batting ninth, number 5, PJ Meyer, out in right field.
All right, let's go to the batter. Pick your hot.
Here leading off for the Braves in the top of the second, Anthony Henderson.
Graphic down. All right,
He'll take his first 2 pitches for balls, so it's 2-0 here to the Brave catcher.
mass chaos going on behind us.
That'll be a ball upstairs, so Henderson finds himself here with a 3-0 count. Jake Zukevich back out on the mound for the Wolfpack in his second inning of work. 3-0 pitch is over for a strike.
All right, miss, coming to you. You're hot. Going a little closer. There you go. You're good.
Here's the 3-1. And a miss upstairs, so it's a leadoff walk
You're hot on the
for Anthony Henderson here in the bottom of the second.
Looks like a courtesy runner for the catcher. Stay with him, Nick.
Courtesy runner for the catcher.
Miss, go to the mound.
That'll be the
Go to the mound. Missy top.
previous out for the Braves. That was number 99, Matt Miller, so he'll take Henderson's spot over at first.
Missy, you're hot.
Wolfpack head coach Dave Freck will make his way out to the mound and have a conversation with his pitcher. Again, the Wolfpack led by head coach Dave Freck, assisted by Dan Zukevich and Dave Winslow.
All right.
Here to try to instill some confidence into his starting pitcher.
Catcher, that's a nice look.
As he finds himself in a little bit of trouble here with the leadoff walk to begin the top of the second.
You ready, Nick? Graphic Dave.
That'll bring up the Brave second baseman, number 30, Johnny Spatola. Here with a runner at first and nobody out.
Casper.
He squares the bunt, and he'll foul that one back.
Miss, stay with the runner. He's going to bunt here.
So the Braves playing a little small ball here early in the top of the second. Again, they lead 1-0. Looking to get another runner in scoring position any way they can. Spatola squares again. He'll get that one down. Fielded by Zukevich. He'll throw it to first in time. Miller
Going to third.
doesn't stop, and he's in there called safely. So sacrifice by Spatola. Zukevich does a great job to field his position, but again, heads up base running by Miller. Did not hesitate or slow down coming around second, and he makes his way all the way over to third with one out. That'll bring up the Braves center fielder, Anthony Starostiak. He's swinging first pitch and foul that one straight back. So Miller over at third after the good aggressive base running. And again, give Spatola some credit with the excellent sacrifice bunt, doing what he needs to do for his team to get a runner in scoring position. Again, reminder that runners over at third are unable to steal home plate, even on a pass ball or wild pitch. So if you're wondering why the runner is not going in those situations, that is why. Example right there. Matt Miller will have to hold up at third. So it's a 2-1 count here to Anthony Starostiak. Infield about halfway in for the Wolfpack as Rostiak lives that out to center field. Ferrante makes the grab. Miller tagging from home. Here's the throw. It's offline and not in time. And the sack RBI from Anthony Starostiak leads to the Braves' second run. A good job of hitting by Starostiak. Lifts it to the outfield. Ferrante up with it, but unable to come up with it in time as Matt Miller scores the Braves' second run, and they lead here 2-0 with 2 outs here in the top of the second. That'll bring up the Brave right fielder, PJ Meyer. Some old school baseball for all you folks out there watching here today from the Braves. A leadoff walk, sacrifice bunt, sacrifice fly. As somebody who's a fan of old school pure baseball, you have to enjoy that. As Meyer lifts that one foul down on first base side. As a coach, you always have to love it when you can produce a run without the benefit of a hit as well, as the Braves demonstrated there in the previous at-bats. As Meyer will lace that one. That's a fair ball down in right field. It'll get by Mayorga. Meyer rounds first, heading to second. He won't stop. He makes his way over to third. They're going to send them all the way in. Here's the throw. Not in time. And P.J. Meyer laces it to right field. Misplayed. And he makes his way all the way around to score. Does a great job with that pitch up and away. Mayorga let it bounce and got over him here on the AstroTurf. And with plenty of room to run, P.J. Meyer put on the afterburners and made his way all the way around. So that'll turn the lineup over here for the Braves as Carter Fusco batting again here in the second. Fusco struck out swinging his first plate appearance back in the first.
All right, we got Casper. Casper is hot, Nick is cleared.
Fusco will take that pitch for a strike. Gabe Chewy. Got to give him some credit, the catcher for the Wolfpack. Again, it's hot enough as it is for position players, but with the catchers wearing all that gear on a day like today, you tip your hat to catchers and the job that they do here today. Here's the pitch from Zukevich. He'll take that pitch up for a ball.
It's pronounced
Zukovic, I'm being told. Zukovic. Thank you for the help. Here's Zukovic's pitch. That'll catch the outer half of the plate. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Brave leadoff hitter. Again, the Braves, courtesy of 2 runs here in the top of the second, find themselves ahead here 3-0. No pitch. Zukevich. Again, with the AstroTurf mount, sometimes your foot will catch in an awkward spot. But we'll do it again. Here's the 3-2. Lifted deep out to center field. That'll get over Ferrante's head and go all the way to the wall. Fusco rounding second, heading into third. They're going to send it. The ball gets away. Here's the throw at the plate, not in time. And that's an inside the park home run from Carter Fusco. Fusco on the 3-2 pitch, drives it deep in the left center field over the head of center fielder Joey Ferrante all the way to the wall. And again, as these Braves base runners have shown, they're flying around the bases. And their aggressive base running find themselves ahead here 4-0.
Don't cut the coach's head off. Come up a little bit.
As head coach Dave Freck makes his way out. Again, listen, you're dealing with 8U here. Baseball's an emotional game, right? You get to the championship game. These kids have worked hard, played hard. Nothing to be ashamed about.
New pitcher, Austin Adama.
Okay. So we do have a pitching change here for the Powell Wolfpack. Looks like it'll be a straight position switch. Shortstop Austin Adamo now in to pitch for the Wolfpack. And Jake Zukevich will slide over to shortstop. Adamo will get his warm-up pitches. Again, the leadoff walk here started the inning for the Braves. And they've plated 3 runs here and have staked their starting pitcher, Carter Fusco, with a big 4-0 lead. But plenty of baseball here left to be played. Again, the Wolfpack have only had 1 at-bat. Another one of the other rules I should mention, we are operating under a time rule, 1 hour and 40 minutes from the start of the game. We started approximately 10 after 4. So just something to be mindful of. One of the other rules that we are playing is the 5-run rule per inning. That no team can score more than 5 runs per inning unless it happens to be the last inning, at which teams can score as many as they like. But the Braves find themselves here with 4 runs, only eligible to score 1 more before we would go ahead and switch sides. As Adamo has completed his warm-up pitches. But Wolfpack catcher Gabe Chewy makes his way over to his dugout for a little bit of an equipment adjustment here. In the delay, again, the matchup of the top 2 teams from pool play. The Wayne Powell Wolfpack earned the #1 seed, virtue of their 2-0 pool play record, and 2-0 here today, although it took them a comeback effort in the semifinal matchup as they won their semifinal game 7-6 to earn their spot here in the championship game. The Flores baseball Braves had a little bit easier, coasting to a 12-0 victory in their semifinal matchup. So it looks like we're ready. That'll bring up the Brave third baseman, Johnny Batista. That pitch is called a strike. Batista walked in his first plate appearance here today.
All right, we're clear. Back to Casper. Nick, you're good.
Adamo will throw that one back in. I think he liked that one a little bit better. And it's 0-1 to Johnny Batista. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Laced down the third base line. Great scoop by Redfern. Fires over, not in time. It'll get away from Marshall. Batista will turn to second. Again, no slowing down. And no throw over to third. As Johnny Batista laces that ball down the third base line. Give Colin Redfern all the credit in the world to knock that one down and field it. I think a good throw still doesn't get Batista. Here's a replay. Redfern lays out for it, picks it up, throws it. But I think Batista would have been in there safely anyway. And Batista finds himself over at third with 2 outs for the Brave first baseman Chase Redgate. Redgate reached on Era's first plate appearance. Big hack at third pitch. And finds himself behind in the count. No balls and 1 strike. Redgate looking to push across that 5th and final run here for the Braves in the 2nd. Here's the pitch from Adamo. Grounded over to short. Zukovic over with it. Not in time. And that'll score Johnny Batista. So the infield single from Redgate will plate Johnny Batista for the 4th Brave run of this inning as they now lead 5-0. First pitch to the Brave left fielder Julius Donato will miss outside for a ball. Donato grounded out on a fielder's choice, his first at bat here today. Again, you're wondering why the runner did not go on that pitch. Runners are unable to steal second base. Redfern over with it, throws it over to first in time for the fielder's choice. But The Braves here in the second score 4 runs on 3 hits. They leave 1. We move to the bottom of the second inning. Braves lead 5-0. We're here back in the bottom of the second inning. The Braves back out on defense after their 4-run second inning. Have given their starting pitcher, Carter Fusco, a 5-0 lead to play with. But again, plenty ABs left here for the Wolfpack. They'll send up their 6, 7, 8 hitters. Lucas Volcano leading things off here for the Wolfpack. That first pitch is a ball. As we just were told a few minutes ago, the Wolfpack found themselves down 6-0 in their semifinal matchup just a few hours ago. So they've shown the ability to come back once. They'll have to do it again. Plenty of baseball here for the Wolfpack. It starts here with their designated hitter. Again, teams have the option of batting 9, 10, or 11. The Wolfpack batting 11 here offensively. Volcano swings and throws that, swinging through that one. That's 2-1. Fusco working out of the stretch. That pitch will miss outside.
Use that pen real quick.
It's 3-1 to Lucas Volcano. That pitch is called a strike. And that'll run the count full to the Wolfpack designated hitter, Lucas Volcano. Grounded. Over to Spatola, up with it to his left in time for the putout. Nice play by second baseman Johnny Spatola, ranging to his left. Get in front of it, over to first in time to retire the Wolfpack leadoff hitter. That'll bring up the left fielder, Joey Ganguza. First pitch to Ganguza. Called a ball. Big swing from Ganguza. He'll swing through that one, and that'll even the count here at 1 ball and 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Seems Fusco is pitching with a little bit more confidence. Again, that'll happen when your team gives you a 5-0 lead. Here's the 1-2. Goes with the off-speed pitch. And Ganguza will swing over top of that one for out number 2. That's the 3rd strikeout on the day for Fusco with a good off-speed pitch to retire Ganguza. That'll bring up the Wolfpack's second baseman, David Freck. Shows bunt early. He'll take that pitch for a strike.
Clear.
0-1 to the Wolfpack's second baseman. Swung on through. Fusco firing strikes here for the Braves here in the second. Look at his demeanor, pitching with a lot of confidence right now.
You're hot, miss. Back to Casper.
Here's the 0-2. Strike 3 called. 3 up, 3 down
Nick. Oh, no, miss. You got him. Miss.
for the Wolfpack here in the bottom of the second. No runs, no hits.
Miss is hot.
We head to the top of the third. Braves lead 5-0 here on BFA Sports. Back here, top of the third at Adventure Sports Complex. Great view of our camera operators and our fans here today. Dealing with the heat, but if you notice one of the things here, you see a lot of these pop-up tents, so it seems like these parents are prepared. They come to the games knowing the coolers, the tents to keep themselves out of the heat. But if you're watching us on the live stream, we appreciate you joining with us, probably from a much more cool and air-conditioned environment than we're experiencing here, although we do have a slight breeze, which has helped out a lot.
We'll fix it.
So the Braves here in the top of the third will send up their 5, 6, and 7 hitters as Matt Miller leads things off.
He's pitching now, 52. All right, we're good. He started.
That first pitch is fouled straight back.
We got it. We fixed it. See, this is what they gave us, pitcher and third base.
This is
No,
Batista.
I know, but see where they put him at third base?
No, but now he's a pitcher.
I got you. We got it. We got it.
Matt Miller flat out to center field, his first at bat.
Put it down.
That pitch will miss.
Yeah, well, if the coaches don't give us the changes.
That's a 1-ball, 1-strike count here to the Braves shortstop.
Yeah, you can. I don't know. The problem is I don't know who's playing third.
Here's the 1-1 from Adamo. Lifted,
Straight up.
will find its way down on the ground for a foul ball. Matt Miller will try it again here with a 1-ball, 2-strike count. Also, Adamo, got to give him a little bit of credit, came in, settled things down. Again, his job right now is to keep the score where it is and let his offense give him a chance to get it back in this ball game. So Miller will foul that one straight back. And the count will remain here. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Matt Miller. Adamo gets his sign. And that'll hit Miller as he wears that one on the thigh and makes his way down to first base for a leadoff base runner here for the Braves in the third. They'll give Miller a little bit of time here to trot that one off. Again, look to get him in the meaty part of the thigh, but nonetheless, Adama with a great example of sportsmanship right there, over to bump fist with Miller. Obviously not trying to hit him, but great to see at this level at 8U. Can't say enough about sportsmanship and examples like that. Good job by Austin Adamo. The first pitch to the Brave catcher, Anthony Henderson, will miss outside for a ball. Henderson, a leadoff walk, his first plate appearance here today. Finds himself up with a runner over at first. He'll take that pitch outside. 2-0 to Anthony Henderson.
All right, Nick, you're good. Miss, you're hot.
Here's the 2-0. That pitch is called a stride. It'll catch the inside part of the plate. So one for Adamo there. We'll run the count, 2 balls and 1 strike. Matt Miller over at first. Hit by pitch. Nobody out here. That'll make its way to the backstop. Henderson finds himself again in a hitter's count here, 3-1. As the Braves look to add to their 5-0 lead. Here's the 3-1. That'll miss up and in. So it's 2 runners on base here to start the top of the third. Good heads-up base running by Matt Miller on the wild pitch. He'll make his way again. The runners can't steal second. We'll have to make a decision here. The umpires are going to get together to decide. Do they determine that Miller already had second base and then advanced to third on the wild pitch, or is that part of the same play? As again, Mike Ammerman and Jim Portell are umpires. They will indicate that Miller must go back to second base, again, as the rule. You're not able to steal second base. They determined that the wild pitch was part of that play, so they'll send him back. And Henderson will find himself a courtesy runner. One of the advantages of being a catcher in a day like today, you find yourself on base, you get a courtesy runner, get a chance to get back inside that shaded dugout and fill yourself up with some cool fluids, stay hydrated. And it'll be a courtesy runner number 10, Ethan Delantar, over at first for the Braves. As second baseman Johnny Spatola bats in, he had a sacrifice bunt, but at first pitch swinging, he'll find the hole in the left field. Miller rounding third. Delantar from first to third. The throw over to third, not in time. And Spatola again with some heads-up base running, makes his way all the way to second base. So Spatola, first pitch swinging, grounds that hard in the hole out the left field. Miller makes his way home from second base. Delantar, with good aggressive base running, which the Braves have shown so far early in this game, makes his way all the way to third. Spatola running with his heads up, finds himself out at second base. So it's second and third, and nobody out here for the Braves as they continue to threaten and add to their 6-0 lead. That'll bring up the center fielder, Anthony Starostiak, for the Braves. He had the RBI sac fly. Back in the second, finds himself up with 2 runners in scoring position. That pitch thrown behind him for a ball. And it's 2-0 to Anthony Starostiak. Here's the 2-0 from Adamo. Ripped and a left field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Spatola, he'll score to throw in the second in time. But it's an 2 RBI base hit from Anthony Starostiak.
Tell him through the replay.
And the Braves now lead
I think we got to move the camera because
8-0 here in the third.
So Mr. Umpire,
All right, we have our first challenge. Who's challenging? The Braves?
what are they
The
challenging?
initial call
Second base. Okay, that.
was Starostiak was called out at second base. But the umpires, as again as we mentioned earlier, coaches have one challenge at their disposal.
All right, here we go.
So Mike Ammerman and Jim Portella are over here at our video monitor looking at the replay to determine whether Starostiak was out or safe at second base.
Unfortunately, you got the 99 in the way, so the
only angle we're gonna get.
Yep.
Again, we're
Confirmed he's out.
we're limited with the angles we have, but the call will be upheld, and Starostiak will be the first out for the Braves here at second. So our first video replay challenge confirms the call made out at second by Jim
We
Portella.
weren't going to show the replay because we didn't really have the shot. The first base was blocking the shot.
And I'll bring up the Brave right fielder, P.J. Meyer. Meyer laced the ball to right field, his first plate appearance. Finds himself up here with one out, nobody on base. First pitch swinging, right back to Adama at first. Over to Marshall in time to retire Meyer for the second out here in the third. So 2 outs, nobody on base. Again, the Braves have continued to add here throughout the game. They've plated 1 run in the first, they plated 4 in the second, and now 3 more here in the third to stake themselves to an 8-0 advantage here in the top of the third. So that'll bring up Carter Fusco for the Braves. First pitch is laced foul down the third base side, just inside the bag over at third. Fusco up there aggressively swinging first pitch. But it's a strike to Fusco. Fusco 1 for 2 on the day. His last AB, a inside the park home run. Laced in the left center field, made it all the way to the fence. Fusco using that speed. Circle the bases.
Back to Casper, and they can get out.
Here's the 0-1. That's a ball high. It'll even the count here. 1 ball and 1 strike to Carter Fusco.
This is their third game today? Yeah, that's rough.
Here's the 1-1.
Yeah, same with the blue.
That'll miss out and away.
That's what I'm being told, yeah.
2-1 to Carter Fusco.
They did all the playoffs in 2 days. Dude, remember that day we played
Nobody
at
on,
Lincoln?
2 out here
They played
in the top of the third. That pitch will miss low.
Drew was little. He had to play
And it's 3-1
4 games.
to Carter Fusco.
It was like a day like today. Yeah, it was not a great idea.
Adamo looks in. Gets a sign. Here's the 3-1 pitch. That'll miss low. Almost hits Fusco. Oh, that's a 2-0 or a 2-out base runner for the Braves. As that'll bring up Johnny Batista. Batista's been on base both times so far today. A walk and a base hit. Will look to add to his offensive output here today. First pitch from Adamo misses inside. To Johnny Bautista.
Clear, Nick.
Here's the 1-0 from Adamo. That'll miss up.
Run. Miss, you're hot.
Getting Fusco over at first, 2 outs. Here in the top of the third. 3 runs already across here for the Braves. That 2-0 will miss up and away. It's 3-0 to Bautista.
Stay positive, bud.
Still hot.
Damo with the breath. Gets his sign. Here's the 3-0 pitch. That'll miss low. So it's back-to-back walks here with runners at first and second for the Brave first baseman Chase Redgate. Redgate 1 for 2 on the day. The infield single his last plate appearance. He squares. He takes that pitch. The throw down third, not in time. And Fusco go ahead and steals third.
Check out the kid who's hurt. Good, your left.
Again, the Braves, another example of that aggressive base running. Again, base runners are only eligible to steal third base, cannot steal second. As we'll notice, Bautista over at first will have to stay put. And Fusco will have to stay put at third as he's unable to score on a wild pitch or pass ball. So it'll be up to Redgate to knock the runner in here with 2 outs. But it's 2-0 to the Brave first baseman. Runners at first and third, we have 2 out. Here's the 2-0. That'll miss low. Again, Adamo has fallen behind the last 2 batters. As head coach David Freck will make his way out, cool off. Will cool off his pitcher. Give him a little boost of energy with some cold water poured down the back. I wonder if he can do that for the broadcasting team as well to cool us off.
Why not? Bring us over. If you're still
Again, shout out to our outstanding BFA crew here today, operating the cameras under these hot and sweltering conditions.
I didn't even see it was down there.
You're good.
But Adamo energized and refreshed after the cold water poured down the back. Will try to see himself out of the inning here. Again, the Braves have already plated 3 runs. They lead 8-0.
All right, you're clear, Nick.
Here's the 3-0 to Redgate. That pitch will be called a strike.
Show first and
So it's
third.
3-1 here to Chase Redgate. Runners on first and third, 2 out. Foul straight back.
Go, Austin. Get him here, bud.
So it would appear the Wooder down the back trick did work as Adamo has come out here and fired 2 strikes in a row. As he looks to get 1 more to retire the side here in the third. Here's the 3-2 pitch. That'll bounce up there low. So it's a 2-out walk, and that'll now load the bases here for the Braves. So after a ground out to get the second out, the Braves have gotten 3 consecutive walks to load the bases for Julius Donato, who's grounded into 2 fielder choices his 2 plate appearances so far today. Nowhere to put him. 2 outs. First pitch is out and away.
All right. Your traffic is up. You're hot, Nick.
As Adamo looks to get that final out here for the Wolfpack to get them back in swinging. Again, we're only here in the third. Wolfpack can keep it here, give their offense a chance. You never know. That's swung on, driven in left field. That'll split the gap. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And it's a stand-up 2 RBI double from Julius Donato.
Mitch, you got it. Stay with him, stay with him. This is hot, this is hot.
And the Braves now lead 10-0 on the 2-out, 2 RBI double. That represents the 5th run of the inning. So we're going to go ahead and switch sides. So for the Braves, 5 runs on 3 hits. They leave 2. We move to the bottom of the third. The Braves extend their lead and now have a 10-0 advantage here on BFA Sports. It's the first pitch here in the bottom of the third. 9, 10, 11 for the Wolfpack. Zukevich, Morais, and Mayorga here for the Wolfpack. Again, they're going to have to get the offense going here as they find themselves in a 10-0 deficit. Also on the mound, we missed this change, but want to go ahead and let you know that Johnny Bautista is now on the mound for the Braves. Zukevich swings through that one. Your starting pitcher, Carter Fusco, now over at third base. So it's Bautista on the mound here for the Braves. They've staked them a 10-0 lead.
All right, here we go, ready? There he is.
Zukevich's first plate appearance here today. Finds himself in the head in the count here, 3-1. That 3-1 will miss upstairs. So the Wolfpack get the all-important leadoff guy on here. That'll bring up a pinch hitter for the Wolfpack. Number 3, Gavin Morais. Now in to bat. First pitch to Morais is over for a strike.
I think that's what he said. Yeah,
Number 3, Gavin Morais. Swings that one, lined it right to Redgate over first. But good base running by Zukevich as he stays over first. So it's a line out for Gavin Morais. He hit it on a line, but he hit it right at Redgate for the first out. That'll bring up another pinch hitter here for the Wolfpack, Jackson Joba.
There you go.
Jackson Joba.
Batting here for the Wolfpack.
All right,
As we're getting some pronunciation help.
all right, clear, Nick.
So Joba up here with 1 out. That pitch will even the count here at 1 ball and 1 strike.
Show the runner in him. Beautiful.
Here's the 1-1. Big swing from Joba. And that'll run the count here at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Off speed pitch over for called strike 3. Good curveball there from Bautista. And that'll be out number 2 here for the Wolfpack. That'll bring up another pinch hitter. Number 5, Aiden Jones-Miller, the lefty for the Wolfpack. He'll foul that first pitch down the third base side.
Ready for the graphic, miss? Miss, you're hot. Look at the size of this kid.
Aiden Jones-Miller with his first plate appearance here today.
Say his nickname is Sonic.
Word is his nickname is Sonic. He'll foul that one over to first base. Foul ball.
Hey, Nick, remember you got
So Miller will bat here
what on that one?
with an 0-2 count.
Let that miss. Stick it though.
Again, the Wolfpack got a leadoff base runner courtesy of a leadoff walk
Yeah, you're gonna stay at the lead runner. You gotta
from Jake Zukevich. But they've left him stranded here. The 0-2 from Bautista will miss upstairs. So 1-2 to Aiden Jones-Miller.
All right, back to Casper.
Bautista from the stretch. Here's the 1-2. Another off-speed pitch over for called strike 3.
Stay with him, miss.
And that'll retire the side here for the Wolfpack in the third. No runs, no hits. We move to the top of the 4th inning. The Braves continue to lead here, 10-0. We're here at the top of the 4th. The Flores Baseball Braves leading 10-0 here in this championship game here at Adventure Sports Complex, the 8U championship game.
99, red.
Braves will send up their 5, 6, and 7 hitters, led up by Matt Miller. Straight up back, that'll hit the screen.
Miss, close up of the pitch.
I don't know.
Again, with the Braves leading here 10-0, we are playing a run rule.
Miss, you're hot.
So if the score remains the same, the Wolfpack will need to score a run to extend this game. A 10-run rule after 5, 8 after 4. So some pitching change here for the Wolfpack as well, as David Winslow is now on the pitching mound for the Wolfpack. His new battery mate, Gavin Morice, behind the plate. Get some other changes for you as they come up. Miller 0 for 1 on the day. He flat out to center field and started the offensive rally in the third for the Braves with a leadoff hit by pitch. Finds himself up in a similar spot leading off here in the fourth. And that one will hit him again, so it's consecutive hit by pitches for Matt Miller in his plate appearances.
178 people watching.
And he's a leadoff base runner here for the Braves.
Which means there's going to be like 2,000
That'll bring up the Brave catcher, Anthony Henderson. Henderson has reached base on both plate appearances with 2 walks. So a good day at the plate for Henderson, as he takes that offering from Winslow over for a strike.
Matthew is not happy about the call.
Runner over at first. Nobody out here in the top of the fourth. Now pitch will miss low. Again, the 8U rules. Runners over at first base are unable to steal second, so when wild pitches are pass balls, you will not see a runner over at first heading towards second. But they can steal third if they make it that far. That pitch will miss low. So it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Anthony Henderson. Over for a called strike 3. So good pitch there from Winslow. That'll be the first out here in the fourth for the Wolfpack.
All right, Nick, you're hot again.
That'll bring up a pinch hitter here for the Braves, number 10, Ethan Delanter. Big swing at that one. Ethan Delanter here with his first at-bat of the game. He'll take that pitch outside. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ethan Delanter. Swung on, fouled straight back. So Winslow finds himself here ahead in the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Again, the Wolfpack really need to keep the Braves off the scoreboard here in the fourth and score a run of their own. As that ball is lined foul down the first base side, just foul. J.J. Marshall over there diving for that ball. It's easy in a 10-0 game to kind of just take it easy, especially on a hot day. You're playing your 3rd game of the day in sweltering hot conditions, but give credit to J.J. Marshall over there at first base, hustling, diving for that baseball. But again, a foul ball. Still 1 and 2 to Ethan Delanter. Swing and a miss on that one. And that'll be out number 2 here for the Braves. That'll bring up the Braves center fielder, Anthony Starostiak. Batting with a runner at first and 2 outs. Take that first pitch for a ball from Winslow. That pitch will miss outside. Starostiak has worked the count here. 2-0.
Okay. Are they playing in the next game?
That'll miss behind.
There you go. You're hot.
That'll run the count. 3 balls and no strikes to Anthony Starostiak.
That's the 9U.
The 9U Braves out there supporting their fellow program brothers, the 8U squad. Another good example of sportsmanship here at Adventure Sports Complex. That pitch will miss low, so it's a 4-pitch walk to Starostiak. And that'll put runners over at first and second.
All right, Nick.
For the Brave right fielder, P.J. Meyer.
You're still hot.
Meyer 1 for 2 on the day so far.
Pretty good, Nick.
We'll try to add to the Brave advantage here with runners over at first and second. That pitch will miss low and inside.
Go back to him one more time.
Again, Miller looking runners over at second. He'll go ahead and steal third, which he is eligible to do. It's the only base the base runners can steal on their own, and Miller does it there. So 1-0 to P.J. Meyer. Runners at first and third. We have 2 outs.
Yeah, we're good with him.
That pitch will miss low. 2-0 to Meyer. Again, every additional run here for the Braves will make it that much more difficult for the Wolfpack to score some runs to continue this game. Again, if the score were to hold up after the Wolfpack bat in the bottom of the 4th, the game would be over by the 10-run rule. If the Braves are able to add a run, the Wolfpack will need that many more to try to even it up. But if, again, it's a 4-pitch walk to Meyer, and that'll load the bases for Brave leadoff hitter Carter Fusco. Fusco was the starting pitcher for today's game. Pitched 1 solid inning of work before turning it over to Johnny Batista. Finds himself up here in a big spot. Again, head coach David Freck out to talk to David Winslow. You gotta love that from Coach Freck, always coaching, especially at this level. Scores indifferent, irrelevant at this point. Great example of the Wolfpack program coaching up their players, no matter what the circumstance, no matter what the score here. But it's bases loaded. We have 2 outs, nowhere to put Fusco. And Winslow fires over the first pitch for a strike, and it's 0-1 to Carter Fusco. Fusco 1 for 2 on the day, a strikeout, a inside the park home run, and a walk. He's scored 2 runs so far today. He grounds out one over to third. Redfern up with it. Will step on third base to retire the side. So importantly for the Wolfpack, they keep the Braves off the scoreboard, which makes their job that much easier as they need a run to continue this game. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning. The Flores Baseball Braves 10. The Wayne Powell Wolfpack 0 here on BFA Sports. We move to the bottom of the 4th here at the Adventure Sports Complex in the 8U USABL championship game where the Flores Baseball Braves Red Squad lead 10-0 here
Clear.
as the Wolfpack will send up their 2, 3, and 4 hitters to try to extend this game. They need to score at least a run, where the Braves will take home the hardware, the banner, and the apparel for 2 days of work here today. David Winslow leads off here for the Wolfpack. He's walked his first plate appearance here so far today. Johnny Bautista out for his 3rd inning of work. That pitch is over for a strike. Bautista's come in and done an excellent job firing strikes, limiting the Wolfpack offense. Grounded, back to Bautista, fumbles it in plenty of time, recovers to retire Winslow for the first out. A nice job by Bautista. He got to the ball, unable to come with it cleanly, but didn't rush himself. Under control, fired over to first to get the first out here in the 4th.
Back to Nick.
That'll bring up the Wolfpack first baseman, J.J. Marshall. Marshall struck out looking his first plate appearance here today.
Oh, there's Colin's head.
Bautista working from the stretch. That pitch is called a ball upstairs. And it's a 2-0 hitters count here to J.J. Marshall. As the Wolfpack needing a run to extend this game. The 2-0 off-speed pitch. Over for a strike. I never would have hit 8U baseball if you were throwing me 2-0 curveballs. I can tell you that right now. Give Bautista all the credit in the world to have the confidence to throw that pitch. He comes back with another strike, and that'll even account here at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Just an outstanding job so far here today from Bautista. He goes back to the off-speed pitch, over for a strike for out number 2. That's the 4th strikeout. Make that the 5th strikeout for Bautista. And with 2 down, that'll bring up the Wolfpack third baseman, Colin Redfern. First pitch over for a strike. Bautista just pounding the strike zone. Outstanding job by him and Carter Fusco today to limit and hold that Wolfpack offense in check all game long. Again, with the exception of 2 bases on balls back in the first inning and a walk in the 3rd. Brave pitching has been outstanding so far here today. Not to mention what they've done offensively as well. Just an all-around great baseball game from the Flores Baseball Braves. That pitch will miss outside. And it's 3 balls and 1 strike to Colin Redfern.
So can you get the whole tripod and stuff out on the field after this?
Back to the off-speed pitch, 3-1. That's over for a strike.
So Mitch, you're
And
gonna
now
go
it's
to
3
wide
balls
side
and 2 strikes
and get his camera out on the field.
to Redfern.
After the game, which is
Well, if he throws the curveball 3-1, he might as well throw it 3-2. Let's see what he goes with. He goes back to the off-speed pitch, but it's low. And that's a 2-out walk
2 outs, so it'd be
from Colin Redfern. So some life here for the Wolfpack as they do get a 2-out base runner. Again, they have to find a way to get Redfern all the way around the home plate to continue this game, to score that all-important 1 run and keep this game going, as we are playing under the 10-run rule after 4 innings. That'll bring up the number 18, Austin Adamo, as they throw over to first, but he's not in time. And the Braves unable to utilize their challenge. Good fire there from Henderson over to first. But Redfern does an excellent job getting under the tag to remain safe.
Nick, can you get his
Good heads-up defensive play there from Anthony Henderson firing down the first. As we have a timeout on the field. It's a conference out on the pitcher's mound to settle down their pitcher. Quick and brief conference. Again, 2 outs here in the 4th. Runner over at first. Austin Adamo. Up for the Wolfpack. Will take that pitch for a strike. Time is called. Ball from another field on the play here. It's quickly picked up. And we'll resume action here. 2-1 to Austin Adamo. That pitch bounces up there for a ball.
Call him domination.
And it's 3-1 to Austin Adamo. Again, base runners so important here for the Wolfpack. They can just find a way. And that pitch will miss outside, so it's back-to-back 2-out walks here for the Wolfpack. And they find themselves with a runner in scoring position for their designated hitter, Lucas Volcano. Up in a pretty big spot, as big of a spot as you can be in, down 10-0. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. First pitch from Bautista will miss. Again, Redfern does have the option, if he chooses, to steal third. Try to get himself closer to scoring that important 1 run. Big swing from Volcano. That'll even the count here, 1 ball and 1 strike. Lucas grounded out to second base, his only plate appearance here so far today. That pitch will miss up. It's 2-1 to the Wolfpack designated hitter. Swung on and missed. So that'll run the count even here. 2 balls and 2 strikes. We have 2 outs. Bautista from the stretch. 2-0, swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll end the ball game. The Flores Baseball Braves Red Squad, your 8U US ABL World Series champions. Excellent job here today as they dogpile out on the mound to celebrate their victory. And a tip of the cap to both squads here today who've battled the elements here today. Again, both squads coming into today, both 4-0, both 2-0 in pool play, both 2-0 in their single elimination matchups today. But the Braves put it all together, offensively, pitching, and defensively, as they earn the 10-0 victory here today. Credit to the Flores Baseball Braves Red coaching squad, head coach Tony Flores, assistant coaches Matt Redgate, John Spatola, and AJ Flores as they bring the hardware back to Fairfield, New Jersey, as the teams will line up on the baselines for the always exciting presentation of the hardware and the trophy. As representatives from the USABL out to recognize the Wolfpack for their efforts, again, making it this far. Nothing to be ashamed about. Great effort. Just coming up a little bit short here in the championship game. And now the gold trophy, the big one. Handed over to the Flores Baseball Braves Red Squad. Head coach Tony Flores. And what may be just as important as the hardware is the banner that gets unfurled, representing their accomplishment as the 8U World World Series champions. And the final piece of hardware, the home plate trophy, handed off to Carter Fusco, as he will hold that trophy and share it with his teammates. As again, head coach Tony Flores and his staff, congratulations. Again, credit to the Wayne Powell Wolfpack, head coach David Freck, assistant Dan Zukevich, and Dave Winslow, again, for their outstanding efforts here over the last 2 days. And that'll wrap it up here. But if you've enjoyed this, stick around as BFA Sports will be broadcasting the 9U, the 10U, the 11U, and the 12U championship matchups the rest of today. A huge thanks to our outstanding BFA crew working under some tough circumstances with the weather. I'm Bob Burkholz, thanking you for joining us here this afternoon, and stick around as we have more action from the USABL World Series here at the Adventure Sports Complex in Jackson, New Jersey, here on BFA Sports.
Line drive up the middle, base hit to center field. And that 2-2 pitch is a strike call. DeLemme goes down looking for back-to-back Ks from R.J. Usabl. The ball looped to left field, falling quickly. Now fall for a base hit. 1 run will score. They're waving him home for a second. Here comes the throw. It's going to be close, and they get him at home. 9-second. Oh, what a grab! What a grab by Polinskin. There's a ball lifted to center field, taking it back, and it falls for a hit. 1 run scores. Here comes the second. And LaRosa stays at first base with a 2 RBI single. I say, it's a little humpback liner base hit to center field. Here comes Usabl. He scores. And the throw to third base is not in time. That ball's hit hard, the whole base hit. Here comes the throw to the plate, not in time. And the Young Guns win this game 8-7.
It's a walk-off here on the BFA replay. Talk about coming in clutch. Gets the ball just past the infield. And that's all they wrote. Monteroso, he'll cross the plate.